And filming yourself having sex with other men and filming it is not the highest and best use of the talents that God gave you. It's not. And
that is a talent God gave me.
well, it's not the highest and best use, and it's not a talent because, as I said, in my belief, that should be saved in a sacred domain. We're not going to agree on that, but I hope you change course. I think.
Well, I also want to thank my friend Charlie Kirk from Turning Point USA. What a great person.
I'll tell you a story. This is the tale of all tales.
Okay.
So, Charlie Kirk has this huge outreach program that's happening through TPUSA on these college campuses. He's got viral clip after viral clip after viral clip.
Worked so hard, and Charlie has done a very special job. You know why? He found somebody who's an incredible person. Candace Owen. An incredible person. In fact, Charlie may go down. His greatest achievement may have been finding Candace Owen.
They are going wild. He's going campus to campus. He's doing his thing. He's being dogged by a progressive organization. This progressive organization shows up at almost all of these TPUSA events with the stated mission of trying to create a counter movement to what TPUSA is.
Cool guy TV. Let's get it started. Andrew Wilson versus Candace Owens. Right now he's about to give you a conspiracy theory. I'm about to give you mine on why Charlie Kirk assassinated.
Doing. Now, the woman who heads this particular organization received millions of dollars from Act Blue and other progressive organizations for this stated mission. That same woman right this second works with other X accounts to push the messaging that Charlie Kirk was assassinated by his own TPUSA insiders.
Could not return fire. You came at him.
What could he have said? He could have been a
Shut your mouth and let me explain this.
In order to push that narrative forward, because the stated goal still from that organization is to destroy TPUSA.
So how do we know that they've done this? Are there emails that have been found?
Well, the stated goal of this particular person
is to take down
TPUSA.
Right.
She's very open about that. And then the way that you know that they are talking to these other accounts is because they do it publicly. Those public accounts will talk to this account, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very openly. They reaffirm each other's posts. They say, wow, that's real interesting, this kind of thing. All affirming that same conspiracy that TPUSA was.
I just want to say I don't believe that's the case. I think Candace Owens bangs it right on the head, and we're going to get right to that. But why? Why was Charlie Kirk assassinated? Let's go back to 2018.
Been to the White House.
This was
how the fuck
May
you been to the White House?
31st
for 2 years.
I know.
2008.
This is why some conservatives
you're
hate
talking
me. They're
shit
like,
online.
I know.
Well, I'm telling you, it's because you're like a conservative wet dream.
I know. I know.
Let's not pause it on Rogan. Let's pause it on my Black Queen.
It fosters a little bit of jealousy, but I'm like, dude.
Sure.
Right there. How about right there? This was May 31st, 2018. And I think a lot of people need to go back to listen to that interview. I didn't really like her then. I found her a little bit like, the C word, cuntish. But she's grown on me. Really do think she comes from an honest place. And let her finish.
The divinity of him tweeting that, like,
I'm living in that 21st century. There's something meaning to it.
you don't understand, like, the divinity. But this is like, I believe in this so much that I wish we could stop that, because like I'm like, no, let's change the paradigm. Like, let's get Trump to do the Joe Rogan show as opposed to Sanders. You know what I mean? Like, but people don't see things that way. It's all about me. The ego comes out, So, but anyways, so I met Charlie. That was a huge thing that happened. I was speaking at the David Horowitz Freedom Center. Look, Charlie's 24. You could ask why he's flying around with the First Family too, but when you meet him, you understand. He's just absolutely brilliant. And we just wanted to do this together. I met him and I said, look, I think that there needs to be a black revolution against the Democratic Party. I think I'm the person to lead it. Like, I'm your girl. And I was speaking on a panel with Dave Rubin about why I left the left and what I understood about the left. And he hired me on the spot. And the rest is sort of history, you know? I mean, that's really it. I work my ass off. The one thing that...
So who hired you? Who's
Charlie Kirk. He actually runs Turning Point USA. I know he's like so young. It's insane. And you should look him up and figure out who he is, because he's, in my opinion, he's going to be a future president of the United States. And everyone says that. Every show he's been on in Fox says, like, very rarely do you meet, like Rush Limbaugh just said, very rarely do you meet someone.
Just leave it right there. Gonna be the next. Sure. And let's say this guy's up and coming and tackling all these universities. He's having these fun debates and he's being really polite. He's coming from a sincere place, and you could feel it, baby. You almost say like it's the second coming of Jesus. God damn it. That polite. And you bring this guy in, you put a wife that's close to him, that, you know, whenever you get inside this game of politics, follow the rules. If you don't, then maybe you end up like JFK.
So how do they think that his organization did this? That they convinced Tyler Robinson to do it, or did they think someone else did it?
I don't think that the progressive organization does believe that TPUSA did this. I think that what they want to do...
Oh, no, I understand that. Yeah. But, I mean, what are they trying to say?
Oh, well, here's what the theory is. So take Ian Carroll, within 24 hours after Kirk's death, blames Israel. Within 24 hours, he says, Israel killed Kirk. That was his tweet, went mega viral. What the conspiracy is on that side is that Israel, along with Erica Kirk and TPUSA insiders, got together with elements of the U.S. government to murder Charlie Kirk because he was going to leave the, quote, pro-Israel cause. That's what the theory is.
Right.
And that he was either murdered, some of them say with a microphone exploding, some of them say with there was a second shooter, and Robinson's a patsy. It all depends on which theorist you're talking to, but they all work together in the same unison from a single camp, which is interesting.
Right, we're going to leave it right there. We're going to jump to what Candace Owens thinks. What I think is Israel, CIA, U.S. government, they're all the same shit. So, yeah, I do think the CIA is somewhat involved. And why? They have a plan. They make you believe in democracy, while behind the scenes, it's just a debauchery.
Take one, take two, everything that I've exposed. What do you feel like came from a foreign operative? Why do you think the truth is coming from foreign operatives? I don't work with foreign operatives. This is a real network of people who are dedicating their time to wanting to learn and know what happened to Charlie Kirk. I mean, deep down, we all have a sense that the state murdered Charlie Kirk, that clearly it must have had Trump's permission because he's doing nothing to try to get to the bottom of what happened to his dear friend who helped to get him elected twice. And we sense Israel's involvement. That's what's happened. There's no foreign operatives that are working on this case. So yeah, the real issue is that they know that I know. They're desperate now, growing increasingly desperate and manic. We want FBI raids, anything. But I'm sorry, guys. It's all inevitable.
I know, that we all know politicians are a little dirty, a little bit like the mafia. What it is. And, just remember that, Andrew Wilson, because you're the type of person that debates like this.
Twice before.
Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid. Shut your mouth? Did I bring any of your
You
family
called me
into
fucking
anything?
stu-
Did I
you
say
called
anything
me
about
fucking
your
stupid.
family being stupid, Charlie?
could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because you're embarrassed, and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people
Okay.
on are bullshit. Because
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional
Let's
man.
go through it, Chuck. Tell me what I'm doing which is immoral.
What you're doing, which is immoral.
Yeah. Being married to my
I don't
wife.
think it's immoral.
Then why? So then.
Under my
So all
worldview,
you did.
that's perfectly
So wait,
acceptable.
Chuck. Shouldn't you actually be saying that, Andrew, you're doing a good thing?
I'm
Hang on,
selling you
Charlie.
on
I just want to
my
make sure I got this
worldview?
right. Am I doing a good thing? Am I doing a
By
good thing
what?
by taking care of children who weren't mine? Was I doing a good thing? Whose fathers abandoned them?
And Charlie Kirk is the type of person that debates like this.
So let's say there was a company that employs fans models, and they employ male and female fan models, and they both work 10 hours a day. The female fan models will earn $1 million a year for the company, and the males will only bring in $100,000 a year for the company. Should they have to pay both of them the same because it's equal work for equal pay? I think you both know the answer. You're just afraid to say it. That women should be able to earn what they earn and they provide. However, how is that any different in a corporate environment when men are more likely to travel for work, they're more likely to go make the second or third call for a promotion or a raise? So the equal pay for equal work movement kind of falls apart when it comes down to online female modeling, doesn't it?
I think it should be fair between like how much they earn, but that it is actually up to like how much you want to earn by the amount of posting you're doing.
So shouldn't we structure all of society that way? Who works the hardest gets the most?
Yes. So
We
I
agree.
like-
The feminism is dead.
I ain't no Bible thumper, but I'll say this. I do believe in the Lord, God, so much in Jesus. Why do I have to believe in Jesus and not just believe in God? Because I think my God, it might be different than your God. So you can believe in the Jesus and the God. I'm just going to believe in my God. That's the holy spiritual guidance, which is just good morals. So I'm just going to leave that. Pretty cool guy. Leave your comments down below. Do you think CIA, aka Trump, participated in Kirk's assassination?
Speaking out regarding their hate crime, which took place for Jussie Smollett. I'm sure you saw this in the news today, Charlie. But the amount
is that
of fun
right?
that
I
you
didn't
and
see
I
that
had,
yet. No
yes,
way.
They spoke out. They're speaking
Oh,
out on
my
Fox
goodness.
Nation, Charlie. Oh my God, it's going to make your life because you and I hit campuses calling out
No,
the
we got
fraud
more
of the
we got
Jussie
more
Smollett
material out of
story.
this than any other news item.